It was debuted internationally last year at the Farnborough Air Show and also at the Royal International Air Tattoo. That was its first transatlantic flight. The very first flight for the Scorpion was in December 2013, so it went from its initial design to its first flight in under 24 months, which is historically pretty amazing for a tactical twin-jet aircraft to be developed so quickly. This is our debut here at the Paris International Air Show. Just as it got into France, it crossed the 400-hour mark for its test program. It's been a very busy show for us. This aircraft is right now being marketed throughout the world. It's a multi-mission aircraft. It's designed around three primary missions: intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. And when we walk around, I can show you some of the features that make it so ideal for intelligence and surveillance. It's also designed, as you can see from the stations, it's got 6 hard points on the wings, so it's capable of carrying a whole variety of precision munitions, as well as conventional munitions that would normally be attached to the wings. It's also designed to be an intermediate trainer. It's got twin cockpits, so very optimized for use as a trainer. Many of the customers that we present to, they're surprised that you can get one aircraft to do 3 missions. Usually, if you're shopping for an aircraft, you're looking for a trainer or a surveillance aircraft or a light strike aircraft. This was designed with the concept to be multi-mission, so it can really do all 3 very effectively. And the value proposition of the aircraft, aside from the ability to do those missions very well, is the economy of it. We've developed this aircraft using a lot of existing technology. Even though it's a new modern aircraft, a lot of the technology in it comes from other aircraft that have been around for a very long time. For example, the Cessna Citation business jet line. A lot of the components and the technology inside the Scorpion has been derived from the Citation line. So that allowed us to get an aircraft like this very quickly and very affordably to market. So the price point for this is intended to be right around $20 million per copy, which, as you know, in the tactical jet market, $20 million is very much on the low side for a twin-engine, twin-cockpit, high-capability aircraft. The other part of the value proposition is, because we come from a company that has a lot of experience with business jets, the owners of those jets expect great efficiency and great efficiency and support in those aircraft. So one of the design goals for this aircraft was to deliver it with a cost per flight hour of somewhere below $3,000 per hour. So for a military twin-jet aircraft, owning and maintaining an aircraft like this for under $3,000 an hour is pretty remarkable. We've been documenting the cost of operating this since the first flight in 2013, and we can say that consistently it is below $3,000 per flight hour, many times well below $2,000 per flight hour. So that's impressive, we think, and it's definitely getting the attention from a lot of militaries around the world that are interested in operating a highly capable aircraft at a budget that meets what they're interested in versus sort of sky's the limit kind of a budget. This is designed for air forces that are very interested in doing it at a more affordable price point. What you're seeing here is up front, you have a multi-spectral sensor. This is fully retractable. It can do all sorts of things that you would commonly do with a multi-spectral sensing ball. It can accommodate high-definition, high-resolution video imagery. It can do all kinds of other sensors like chemical signatures. It's fully retractable into the hull of the aircraft. Retractable radar system. The ball is fully mobile, and it's made by Thales. It's the iMaster iMode radar system. Up above it, there's an 80 cubic foot interior payload bay. We really designed the entire aircraft around that payload bay, because in modern ISR missions, essentially what you have is almost a flying data center. In order to operate these multi-spectral imaging systems, you need a great deal of technology also inside the aircraft. So we built the aircraft around that concept There's 80 cubic feet of space inside here, and that includes all the necessary cooling and powering for all the technology for modern ISR.
It was designed, built, and I flew it within 23 months, so less than 2 years from a clean sheet design. So from the first flight on, it's been a very easy to control airplane, very nimble, great roll rates, great climb performance, easy to fly, very dependable, reliable airplane. I've flown about 85 different airplanes, primarily 2,700 hours in the F-18 in the Navy for 23 years. And I've flown anything from B-1 to small airplanes on floats. This airplane is unique with the wingspans, ability to stay on station for a long time. It's a great mix in between your high-end propeller-driven airplanes and below your fighters. I can be on deck with a weapons loadout and get the call and race out there in a hurry and stay on station for a long time. They won't hear me because I don't have a propeller and this airplane's very quiet, so I can stay right above them, find them, and with the weapons on board, be lethal, if that's called for.